Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm G&G and this is episode 76 of the University Challenge here at UCD, and today we are starting our Champions League adventure in the second qualifying round. We have been drawn against Podgorica of Montenegro, a team we took on in the Conference League a few seasons ago in qualifying for it and beat them 8-0 on aggregate. They have obviously improved since then, so I expect a tougher challenge in this second round and hopefully it's one we can get through. Before we get into that action though, we have to catch up on some games we played since the last episode, and that starts off with a game we took on Sligo Rovers away in the league and came away with a 2-0 win in this game. Goals from Malonga and Dimitru put us 2-0 up just before the 70-minute mark, and we held on to take 3 points away from home and a good performance from us. Then in the next game we took on Shamrock Rovers away from home, and again a good performance from us. Early goals from Rhys Evans and Harvey O'Brien put us 2-0 up, but just after the half hour mark they pulled a goal back, but with 20 minutes to go Rhys Evans made it 3-1, and that was 3 points in the bag for us again, so another league win there on a good run of form here. We then took on Longford Town in the league, and this was another comfortable win for us. Early goals again, something we've done a lot this season. Malonga scoring after 12 minutes, then a penalty from Barres put us 2-0 up after 18 minutes, and just before half time Ryan Trevitt made it 3-0, and that's the way it stayed until the end of the game. So 3 wins in a row there, actually 4 wins if you count the Pats game from the last episode. Then we took on Shamrock Rovers again in the Leinster Senior Cup final, and this was our first disappointment of the season as we lost our cup on penalties sadly. 1-1 draw in the game itself, went 1-0 down after 5 minutes. Dimitru equalised right after half time. Nothing happened really then, went to penalties. Harvey O'Brien had a penalty to win the cup for us, but sadly it was saved. Kinate saved 2 penalties in the shootout, but it wasn't enough as Sam Todd missed the deciding penalty and Shamrock Rovers won the Leinster Senior Cup, so we don't win that cup this year. And then it was back to league action, and a bit of a disappointing game after that, maybe a bit of a hangover from losing that final. We went 2-0 down to Galway at home inside 20 minutes. Threw the water bottle at half time, got an instant reaction. Conor McGlennon made it 2-1 on 51 minutes, and then Tommy Lonergan came off the bench to make it 2-2, and we were happy enough to take the point after being 2-0 down, even though it was a game we had targeted to win. Then it was Dundalk away in the league, and this was much better, back to our old form and a really good performance all round. Freezeye put us 1-0 up just after the half hour mark. Conor McGlennon made it 2-0 on 66 minutes, and then in injury time Nico Jones headed home, so that made it a 3-0 win for us away to Dundalk. And then the final league game we played was against Shelbourne, and this was another brilliant performance. We've been in really good form, and a 2-0 win. Nico Jones with another goal, Barres with another penalty, and a good 2-0 win. And if we look now at the league table after all those games, we see that we are 10 points clear of Derry with 22 games played. Really playing well, haven't lost a game yet, still unbeaten, 17 wins, 5 draws, so looking in a good position now, a really strong position to retain our title. But for today it's back to European action, and we will start this Champions League adventure for the season. Let's hope we can make it further than the last time when we were knocked out in their first tie ever in the Champions League. So let's hope for a better performance against Podgorica. Let's get to the lineup for the first leg. So here we go with the day of the first leg against Podgorica, and this is the lineup we are going with. It is close to our usual lineup with one change that I'll get to in a moment. So the team in full is Pickernell in goals, back 4 of Nielsen, Lamb, Jones and Andy Yappen. Sloggett is back as a defensive midfielder. That's because Barres has moved forward into the centre midfield position ahead of Ryan Trevitt, whose form has been patchy of late. So we've gone with Barres alongside Dimitru, and this will be Dimitru's last game for us because he is moving to French side Valenciennes for 150,000 after this game. He announced he was leaving on a free at the end of the season, so we decided to cash in on him, and that was the best offer we could get. Sadly couldn't get a replacement in, but we will have enough options to get to the end of the season, and this will be Dimitri's last appearance for UCD. On the wings it will be Conor McGlennon and Justin Freezeye, and Rhys Evans is up front despite carrying a knock. He should be able to play the 90 minutes. Have options on the bench with Tommy Lonergan and Key Murphy if he struggles. Also Dennis Nolan back from his cruciate ligament injury. He's on the bench and may make an appearance at some stage. So that's the lineup. Let's get to kick off. On the way here at the UCD Bowl, we're at the UCD Bowl for this second round qualifier, and we have a kick-off highlight right away here as Conor McGlennon brings the ball forward, runs at the Podgorica defence, tries to pick out Andy Yappin but doesn't. Dimitri wins it back. Here's Rhys Evans. Tried to play Conor McGlennon through, but it was cut out. Ball kicked long. Now Lamb will take this down easily, and it's Casper Nielsen to Conor McGlennon, who's been involved a lot early on here. Again, he dribbles past his man, picks out Andy Yappin this time, picks out Freezeye. Can he get a cross in now? Freezeye aims for Evans. Yes! Early goal. Rhys Evans might be carrying a knock, but no problem there to get up and head that home. And we have an early goal here against Podgorica, just what we wanted. And Conor McGlennon, as I said, heavily involved early on, picked out Andy Yappin. Here was Justin Freezeye, plenty of time, and he was able to pick out a brilliant cross in. Rhys Evans heading it straight past their keeper. And inside the first minute of this game, we're 1-0 up. It is a free kick for us here outside their box. Barres to take it. 9 minutes gone here. He goes for goal. Barres. Keeper has to. I thought the keeper had to save, but no, it just went over. That was a good attempt from Barres. 10 minutes gone here. We're dominating possession. That early goal has really put us in a strong position here, and I'm speechless at our good performance. But yeah, we're in a strong position here. Now we need to build on it and hopefully build a lead in this tie. So in here, Casper Nielsen to take it. Picks out Conor McGlennon. He turns back and now tries to pick out Rhys Evans, but they get a header on it and clear their lines. But Nico Jones will pick this up and slog it on the ball out to Andy Yappin. He looks to pick out someone. No, goes back to Jones. Passing around nicely here. Good possession football as we pass it around. Trying to draw them out maybe. They have plenty of men back. They're playing very defensive. But we are trying now to pick out a killer ball, and we do it. Here's Justin Freezeye. He's through again. Picks out Rhys Evans. No, Conor McGlennon. There's 2-0. It cross missed Rhys Evans, but it didn't miss Conor McGlennon, and he finished it brilliantly. And after 15 minutes, we have a 2-0 lead here at home in the UCD Bowl. Great to be here for a Champions League game. Freezeye again with another brilliant cross. Rhys Evans didn't get to it, but Conor McGlennon did, and a first time finish past their keeper puts us 2-0 up. 2 assists early on in this game for Justin Freezeye. Great performance from him, and a great performance so far from us. Free kick for us just outside our own box. Lamb passed it to Nielsen, and back to Lamb. Over to Jones, passing around at the back here. We've dominated possession in this game, 80% at the moment. After 28 minutes is a really dominating. Here's Rhys Evans winning the ball back. Dimitri passes through Conor McGlennon. Is this 3? Conor McGlennon fires it over. That was probably easier than the goal he got. Dimitri playing him through. Conor McGlennon firing it right over the bar. And as we come up to the half hour mark here, we remain 2-0 up. Free kick for us here. Barres takes it, aims for Nico Jones. He can't get his head on it. It comes back to Barres, and he picks out Greg Sloggett to Dimitri. What can he do? Ball over the top towards Conor McGlennon. McGlennon's through. Their keeper pulls off a brilliant save. Brilliant save from their keeper. Conor McGlennon could have had a hat-trick in this first half, but it stays 2-0. But we have the corner here with Freezeye to take it in towards the near post. It's headed clear for another corner. Really putting them under pressure. They haven't had a shot in this game yet, so they've been completely dominating this first half. We've been completely on top as Freezeye takes another corner. Aims towards Jones again, but it's headed clear. Falls to Barres, back out to Freezeye. He's plenty of space here. Cross is blocked though, and Podgorica clear their line, so that should be the end of that highlight. And it is 41 minutes gone here, still 2-0 to us. Half time here at the UCD Bowl, and what a first half that has been from us. 2-0 up at half time. Goals from Rhys Evans and Conor McGlennon. 77% possession, 17 shots, an XG of 2, which is exactly what we got. Dominate that first half. Great performance from us. Let's hope we can carry it on in the second half. Back on the way here at the UCD Bowl, they've made a double substitution at half time. We are very happy with our performance. Let's hope we can build on it. If we can get a couple of more goals in this second half, finish off the tie, and it would be huge that we would be through to the third round of the Champions League qualifying for the first time. This will in fact be our first win ever in the Champions League if we can hold on to this 2-0 lead. 5 minutes of the second half gone. As I said, we're 2-0 up. Goal kick here for Podgorica. 57 minutes gone off this game. Not a lot has happened in the second half. We made a number of substitutions just to get fresh legs on. Here is one of them. Dennis Nolan, back from injury, taking the ball on the wing. He's on for Conor McGlennon, and ball played forward. Lamb picks that up easily. Here's Nielsen, back to Nolan, plays in towards Tommy Lonergan, who's come on for Rhys Evans. Rhys had that knock and have taken him off, but here come brilliant from Pickernell. Brilliant tackle there from Pickernell to stop that 1-on-1. Podgorica still on the ball though, so we haven't fully ended the danger. Ball over the top again. Ledwidge, can he get back? Podgorica scored. Oh, we were all over the place there. It's offside, thankfully. We have got away with a big one there. First of all, they were through one-on-one. Pickernell came out and made a brilliant tackle, but then we were completely out of shape still. But he was well offside, thankfully. Cameron Ledwidge has come on at centre back. He got across, but couldn't get there. But the offside flag went up, and from the resulting free kick, we have a highlight. Lamb, Nielsen on the ball. Back to Lamb. Siklich, who's come on. Dimitru, Nielsen, Dennis Nolan. Ball over the top towards Tommy Lonergan, but he picks out Freezeye actually. Freezeye 3-0. What a finish that is. And what a big swing in this game that is. Their goal disallowed for offside. And then from the resulting free kick, we build up to a goal here. Casper Nielsen, Dennis Nolan. Dennis Nolan, a fantastic ball through to Justin Freezeye. Took it down, comfortably finished the pass their keeper. And just before the hour mark here at the UCD Bowl, we're 3-0 up. Casper Nielsen on the ball here, just on the halfway line. Goes back to Lamb as we continue to dominate possession. A crossfield ball to Andy Appin. Picks out Justin Freezeye. And he has 2 assists and a goal in this game. And now he tries to pick out Tommy Lonergan. Back again, Dimitru. Oh, heads just over. What a goodbye that would have been from him to score in this game. But it goes just over, and with 63 minutes gone, we stay 3-0 up. In for us here, Casper Nielsen to take it right on the edge of their box. He goes in long towards Cameron Ledwidge, who takes it down. Ledwidge gets plenty of space, fires it home. Brilliant from the centre back. It's first goal of the season, and we are now 4-0 up. And that goal will probably finish this tie completely now. And what a win on our first Champions League win this will be. A 4-0 win at the moment. Ledwidge took it down really well. Look at the space he had, and then a comfortable finish past their keeper. And a brilliant performance this has been. With 65 minutes gone, we are 4-0 up. Free kick here. Substitute Ryan Trevor to take it. Aims at the far post towards Lamb, and we have a penalty. A penalty here on the 71-minute mark. And it will be Tommy Lonergan off the bench to take it. He missed one in the last episode when he came off the bench. Can he do a better job here? Tommy Lonergan for a Champions League goal. Slots it home. Puts us 5-0 up. Tie done and dusted. We are going to make it through to the second qualifying round. We will do the second leg in this episode, but it would be an almighty collapse from us here not to make it through. It's going to be our first win in the Champions League. What a night at the UCD Bowl this has been. Corner kick here. Ryan Trevor to take it in towards the penalty box. Or penalty spot, I mean, but it doesn't fall to one of our players. Now Podgorica try and counter attack, but Siklich will cut that out and calmly calm things down. And Nielsen to Dimitru. Trevor plays through Freezeye. Is this another one? Freezeye chips the keeper. Lovely finish. Justin Freezeye, 2 goals, 2 assists in this game, and he is loving Champions League football. What a performance this has been. Lovely passing around here. Dimitru picking out Trevor, knocks it on to Freezeye and just calmly chips it over the keeper. And with 76 minutes gone here, we're 6-0 up and matching the result against Podgorica in the Conference League. Full-time whistle goes here at the UCD Bowl, and there is our first ever win in the Champions League. A 6-0 home win at the UCD Bowl against Podgorica, and a 10.0 rating for Justin Freezeye. 2 goals, 2 assists. A brilliant performance from him. The tie is effectively over. We will do the second leg, and hopefully we don't completely collapse in that second leg. We have our first round of the FAI Cup a game against Shamrock Rovers in the meantime, and I will catch you up on that when we get the lineup for the second leg. So here we are on the day of the second leg, and before we get into team news, just to catch up on that cup game against Shamrock Rovers. A game, it ended 1-1. We rotated the team fully. Dimitru was around for this game. This was definitely his last appearance though, because he has now left us in that 150,000 deal. He did play in this game. He got an assist setting up Tommy Lonergan. We went behind early. Tommy Lonergan equalised. The game went to penalties. David Kiley, who started in goals for us, saved Rovers' first penalty. We scored all our penalties and made it through to the next round of the FAI Cup, where we'll take on First Division Cove Ramblers in the next round. But the main focus today is this second leg, and even though we are 6-0 up, I'm going with our strongest lineup because I don't want any hint of a collapse in this game. So the team in full is Pickernell in goals, back four of Nielsen, Lamb, Jones and Andy Appin, Sloggett as the defensive midfielder, Barres and Freezeye now the centre midfield partnership, McGlennon on the right, Malong on the left and Rhys Evans up front. So 6-0 up as we go to Montenegro. Let's finish this tie off. On the way here in Montenegro for this second leg, even though the tie is effectively over at 6-0, No harm to show us in Champions League action, as it hasn't happened much in this series so far. Only our second tie in the Champions League, and we got our first win in the first leg. Now can we finish the job here and maybe even grab a second win in Montenegro? And we have a free kick early on here. Barres to take it. Is he going to go for goal? No, he goes for the cross towards McGlennon. It's headed by a defender. Falls to Barres. Malonga. Lots of space. Malonga scores. And we're 1-0 up inside 5 minutes away from home in the Champions League. Never going to complain about that. Bit of poor defending from them from the free kick originally. We'll have another look here at it. Barres with the free kick in towards the far post. Towards Conor McGlennon. They got to it. Headed it up in the air. Barres got to it first. Down to Malonga. He had so much time. He then just slotted it home. And a good finish from the left winger. 4 minutes, for coming up to 5 minutes gone here. We're 1-0 up and 7-0 on aggregate. Another highlight here as Andy Appin takes the throw in down to Malonga, picks out Barres, who brings it forward. He tries to pick out McGlennon again and they get ahead to it, but Conor McGlennon gets the rebound. His cross comes in towards Rhys Evans, had it just over, clipped the bars, went over. Good chance for the striker to grab another goal in the Champions League, but he doesn't take it. Corner kick for us here. Barres to take it in towards Lamb. He heads it in. Oh, another goal. 2-0 here. Angelo Lamb heading home from the corner. And yep, this is a dominating performance in both legs. Barres with the corner. Lamb heading it into the side net. Great header from the centre back. And that is a 2-0 lead here on the night. And another Champions League win is on the cards for us. Another corner for us. Barres to take it again, aim towards Lamb, but they get the header on it. And they will try and counter-attack here, but he's a bit isolated. But he does get the ball back to another player. We try and put a bit of pressure on here and push them back. And now we have players back, so we should be able to defend this a bit better. They are very slow in the build-up here. And then they just go long towards nobody. Lamb wins the header. Sloggett, Freezeye, in his new position in midfield, plays it over the top towards Rhys Evans. He's 2-1-1. Rhys Evans chips the keeper. Great finish from the Northern Ireland player, and that puts us 3-0 up on the night. And great to see Rhys getting another goal in Europe. Didn't play well in the earlier games in the season, but done a lot better with that there. Freezeye again with an assist. Ball over the top. Evans took it down, chipped it over the keeper. Great finish from the striker. 34 minutes gone, we're 3-0 up. Half-time whistle goes here in Montenegro. A great first half performance from us, 3-0 up, dominating the game completely, possession-wise and with shots, and 3 brilliant goals scored. The tie was over from the first leg, but great to see us controlling it again, and complacency hasn't set in. Let's hope for more goals in the second half. Back on the way for the second half, and they've made a triple substitution at half-time. I don't know how much that will help them out. 3-0 down on the night, 9-0 down on aggregate, and our first tie victory in the Champions League is in the books. Really just a matter of getting to the 90-minute mark, as we have a throw in here. Nielsen crossing it in, blocked. McGlennon on the ball, gets a cross in towards Malonga. There's another goal for Malonga. He gets his second of the game, puts us 4-0 up in the 48th minute of this game in complete control. We have dominated this tie. We are much the better team than them. We were the better team a couple of seasons ago in the Conference League when we won 8-0 on aggregate. We are now 10-0 up on aggregate, and it shows a bit of an improvement in quality. Tougher ties to come definitely in the Champions League in the next round, I'd say, but let's just enjoy this. Coming up to the 50-minute mark, we're 4-0 up. Free kick for Podgorica at the edge of their box, and keeper passes to their full back, who hoops it long, and Cameron Ledwich, who has come off the bench, easily picks that up back to Pickernell. We've made a number of substitutions, took off anybody on a yellow card to make sure we don't have anyone suspended for the next round. Here's George Gittow, picks out Conor McGlennon. McGlennon on the ball, back to Gittow, and we are just passing it around nicely, controlling this game. Siklic tries to pick out Malonga, but it's intercepted, but Malonga then wins it back. Here's Tommy Lonergan. No, good defending from Podgorica on that occasion, but we win it back through Cameron Ledwich, and the fullback goes forward, plays through Tommy Lonergan, and he slots it home. He grabs another Champions League goal, and that puts us 5-0 up on the hour mark here. Running out of things to really say about this performance. Good play here from Cameron Ledwich, intercepted the ball, brought it forward, and then played a lovely through ball to Lonergan, and he slotted it home past their keeper. So on the hour mark, we're 5-0 up on the night, 11-0 on aggregate. Full-time whistle goes here in Montenegro. We are through to the third round of qualifying of the Champions League. We won a tie in the Champions League for the first time. We won a game in the Champions League for the first time. We've actually won 2 now. We win 11-0 on aggregate, 5-0 on the night. Bigger tests to come, but just great to win a game and then tie in the Champions League, and definitely have made a little bit of history here at UCD. So there we have it. We've won our second round qualifying of the Champions League, and we're through to the third qualifying round, where we have been drawn against Partizan of Serbia. Big step up to take on the Serbian champions, a team in their history were runners up in the European Cup, so they have European pedigree and European history, and it's going to be a huge step up from that second round against Podgorica. But it's a challenge we're going to face, and hopefully we can pull off another shock. If we do get through this tie, we're into the playoff round, so we'd either be one tie away from the Champions League or into the Europa League for the first time, so it will be huge to win this tie. So in terms of the next video, we were going to do the first leg of that game against Partizan. We're also going to take on Derry City 3 days before that in a game that could effectively decide the title. It would stretch our lead to 13 points at the top, and that would be huge for us to do that, to beat Derry at home, then take on Partizan at the Aviva. 2 huge games that could define Season 6 here at UCD. If you did enjoy today's video, please drop it a like. It'll help it to be shown more on YouTube and hopefully more people to see it and get involved. If you want to subscribe to the channel and follow the University Challenge here at UCD, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and you won't miss any videos. They're posted here Monday to Friday 6 PM Irish time, and there's a playlist on the channel if you want to catch up on anything you've missed, and it does appear on the screen at the end of this video. So until the next video when we play 2 possible season defining games, please take it easy.